National spokesperson talking to SABC News earlier. For more now on the story, we are now joined by our reporter Ayanda Mhlongo, who is in Ohlange in Durban, where members of the top six of the ANC, Gwede Mantashe, the newly elected chairman, among others, will visit the grave of former ANC President Albert Luthuli. Very good morning to you, Ayanda. Can you possibly take us and guide us through today's program?
Yeah, well, a very good morning to you, Shante. Yeah, it's a special day for the ANC, celebrating 106 years today, and the top six of the ANC deciding that celebration is also part of remembering and giving thanks and going back to the forefathers of the party, those that established the African National Congress. And it's important that they go back, that they pay homage to the presidents of the ANC. And today, this is what the day is about. It's about, of course, a celebration, but also a day for the ANC to reflect as it is about to chart the way forward for 2018. As we know that, of course, the party will be gathered later on the weekend in East London for the January 8 celebrations. But they made this very important stop in Kwa-Zulu Natal, starting, of course, yesterday. As you know, they visited King Goodwill Zwelithini, and you also gave them words of support and encouragement throughout this year. And of course, because of the challenges that the ANC has had during the course of last year and the build-up to its 54th National Conference, in saying that he's hopeful that they will come together and they will work for the ANC and they'll work for the government. But here we are gathered at Ohlange, which is the resting place of the founding president of the ANC, Dr. John Langalbalele Durban. You can see his grave behind us. This is where this giant of the liberation movement rests. And this is where the president of the ANC, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, he'll be coming here to lay a wreath, accompanied by some of the members of the top six. Now, of course, there are three presidents that are laid to rest here in KwaZulu-Natal. There's also Josiah Gumede, who lies at Mountain Rise in Pietermaritzburg, and the deputy president is going to be going there, accompanied by some of the members of the ANC and leaders of the ANC here in KZN. And once they're all done here and in Pietermaritzburg, they will then join together. All that the top six officials will then meet in Kwaduguza at the resting place of Chief Albert Luthuli, where they will then all come together. But now, just to speak about this day and, of course, the celebrations, it's not just the top six that is here. ANC, NEC member leaders, they are also here to be part of today's very, very important event. And I'm now joined by ANC NEC member Bheki Cele. Good morning to you. Compliments to the new year.
Same with you and the whole viewership. Compliments of the new year.
Today it's a celebration, 106 years of this giant movement, and you've said that it is important that as the ANC you go back to the beginning, that you pay your respects, you pay homage to the founding fathers of this movement.
Well, to start with, I don't know what was in the heads of the starting of the founding fathers, that they did not enjoy Christmas and New Year and they opted to be there on January 8th, which has left all of us not enjoying the holiday to the latter. Our holiday ends on the 3rd, on the 4th, but it has started very well. I think we're feeling much good. As you say, that the president was here yesterday, went to see Isilo. Today is here to visit the sleeping giants of the African National Congress, who are standing on a very holy ground in terms of the ANC here. John Langalbalele, Dr. Mafuguzela, Onjenge Zulu. The president will be here soon. The SG secretary has arrived already. The deputy president is in Maritzburg, Mountain Rise, together with the chair. And as you have said, all of us will be here, visit the family of Seme. I think we'll touch base a little bit with the Gandhi, with the Gandhi settlement, go and see people there. But then we move, Exodus to Crowdville, where we see another giant of that. It's quite a good time, makes you feel very good. before we move to the Eastern Cape, where everybody will be.
You're celebrating 106 years this year, and of course the ANC having a bit of a rough patch last year and the build-up to last year's conference. Now you were saying that you want to start off this year on a clean slate, you want to move forward, you've elected a new leadership, a leadership that represents unity for the organization, and this is the year where you need to show that as leaders you have to come together and amend the bridges.
And it is always so when we go to election, there will be a bit of a rough patch, whether it's Polokwane, whether it's Mangaung, which was less, I agree with Polokwane. Even at the branch level, at the regional, and then we go there, we get cleans in the conference, we come up with the leadership, and we follow, we go forward, and we go back to patch those potholes that would have been there going forward. I haven't had anybody, maybe before, but after saying Cyril Ramaphosa is not my president, I haven't anybody. Even the people and the comrades that you know very well, that they were on the other side with the NTZ or with the CR17. Look, those are gone now. There is an ANC leadership that has been elected. We all follow there. Yes, those potholes, we need to go back, patch them, and work towards the unity going forward, especially in this province. What I'm very glad about in this province, we've all agreed that maybe we went a little bit overboard towards a conference, but all we have agreed that we need to come back, sit together with ourselves, resolve the thing, especially with the impetus that was given by the king yesterday. You could see Ubenga was just telling us what to do, and we have no option, but the ANC itself has agreed that unity, moving towards 2019.
And just speak about these giants that you're honoring today. You come from KwaZulu-Natal, and I'm sure having followed in the footsteps of men like Bab Josiah Kumete, like Chief Albert Luthuli, like Dr. Balele Dube, and how they paved the way and what they represented and stood for in the ANC and the qualities that they had.
Well, don't exaggerate me. As following to this, it will be a really exaggeration. But for whatever reason, Cele yesterday gave us a little bit of history, how things started. And well, coming from this province, you'll be more proud that's how it started. But themselves, they warned us as they went to Mangaung 2012 to say tribalism must fall. They made a call to Msuthu, Mzulu, Mpeti, Venda, whoever, Hlanganan, as Cele yesterday emphasized that point. Yes, is a proud moment for all of us, but it should not remind you more of being a Zulu or coming from KZN rather than the overall projection of having the ANC that is united, national organization, mostly international organization. So that will give more pride than think like having some form of a tribal thinking. That must go. And they were never tribal. They came to make a serious call to say tribalism must go.
But there's certainly a lot that every member of the ANC, no matter where you are in South Africa, across the world, that you continue to emulate these giants.
Indeed. Where else can you go? I was saying, talking somewhere, can't remember, to say, just sit here and think the name you know that was never an African National Congress, including Umntwana Kaptelis, that he comes from and was cooked in the ANC. Every name you think is a big name, maybe besides de Klerk and his cohorts, but everybody has been the part of this organization. So you cannot then put yourself outside of the organization where everybody has been the part of that organization. Even those that they sometimes get angry and leave, they find it very difficult, very cold, and come back here. Indeed, standing here even now, you feel good, you feel very much elevated, you feel that South Africans are blessed of having such a string of leadership, including the present and the still living leadership that is there.
ANC member Bheki Cele, thank you so much, sir, for your time this morning, and happy birthday to the ANC once again. All right, NEC member Bheki Cele, of course, he's one of the top leaders that are here accompanying the top 6 of. So you can hear in the background there ululating and the excitement, and I was just hearing MK from where we are, but I hear that the members of the MK are here, and we can hear them chanting slogans in the background. But as you see there, members of the ANC Women's League, they've been here bright and early since this morning, have been singing and dancing and just part of today's celebrations. It is a happy day for the ANC. It is a celebration, and of course this is how, in singing and in dance, that this is how people celebrate 106 years of the ANC. And again, as I've said, of course, the most important today will be the fact that they will be coming here to pay homage to the giants of the liberation movement. And here lies Dr. John Langalibalele Dube, the founding president of the ANC, elected in 1912 until 1917. It's going to be a long day for the ANC top 6 and all the ANC members who are here gathering on this momentous day. But we'll be here throughout the day. We will move here once we're done with this leg of the program, and later on we'll be moving to KwaDuguza, visiting the resting place of Chief Albert Luthuli. I'm going to leave things here now for now here at Ohlange, and I know my colleague Unati Pingose, he is in East London. Unati, good morning to you.
And a very good morning.